Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to 3M Arena at Mariucci in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Alongside Connor Mockney, I'm Jason Ruttman. Thank you for joining us here on Radio K Sports Hockey Edition. Tonight, it's the Minnesota Golden Gophers taking on the Ohio State Buckeyes for the second game of this weekend series. Connor, last night's game was an absolute doozy. Give us a little recap.
Thank you, Jason. Last night's game resulted in a 4-3 loss for the Minnesota Golden Gophers. They had a pretty quick start in the first period. They scored 3 in the first, and Jack Perbix tallied his first of the year less than 3 minutes in. And then Ben Myers scored 2 goals 18 seconds apart in the final minute of the first. So a pretty hot start from the Gophers offense. But then from that point on, it just fell apart, and the Gophers collapsed in the second and third periods, letting in 4 unanswered goals. Jack Weiss and Patrick Guzzo scored in the second for Ohio State, and then Gustav Westland and Joe Dunlap scored in the third to make it a 4-3 win for Ohio State, which snapped a 6-game losing streak to the Gophers. Some positives from last night's game. The Gophers were 3-3 on the penalty kill. They were outshot Ohio State 26-20, and Colin Schmidt took the ice for the first time, as he's got a real interesting story behind him, which we'll get back into later in the podcast, in the stream here. And then Rhett Pitlick recorded his first career multi-point game with 2 helpers last night.
Historically, the University of Minnesota has dominated Ohio State in hockey. The Gophers lead the all-time series with a record of 35-9-5. LaFontaine, who's going to be a net for Minnesota tonight, is 6-2-1 in his career against Ohio State. Last night was not his best showing. He looks fairly uncomfortable in net, seemed to be deep in his crease for the majority of the game, where normally you expect him to be out and challenging. He's looking to bounce back tonight. The Gophers last year against Ohio State went 4-0 en route to their Big Ten championship. And ultimately, they have their work cut out for them tonight against an Ohio State team that has surprised a lot of people starting off the season with a 7-2-0 record. Connor, what are some keys to the game that will help make the Golden Gophers successful?
I'd say the first key, I have 3 here for you. The first key is going to be converting on the power play. Minnesota had 5 power play opportunities last night in this game, and they went 0 for 5. And that's a spot that you really do have to take advantage of. The next one is face-offs. Ohio State has 4 players over 550 in the face-off dot percentages with wins. But Minnesota, on the positive, did win 26-23 in the face-off dot last night. And then third is to control the third period. Ohio State, they don't start games off very well. They're -3 in the goal differential in the first period, but then they pick it up as the game goes on. And by the third, they have a +15 goal differential, which is pretty impressive for a period, and they've only allowed 2 goals in the third period all year. So it's going to be pretty important to control those aspects of the game.
Golden Gophers, like we talked about earlier, were unable to score after the first last night. In this one, they're looking to spread the scoring out a little bit throughout more periods, put up more than just 3 goals against an Ohio State defense that has been spectacular this season. We're about 2 minutes away from puck drop here in Minneapolis. We're going to take a quick break and rejoin you for the second matchup of the series between the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Minnesota Golden Gophers on Radio K Sports, Real Sports Radio. Welcome back to Radio K Sports. If you're just joining us, it's the first snowy day here in Minneapolis, and much like outside, it is nice and chilly here in the ice rink. Golden Gophers, Ohio State Buckeyes set to do battle in just a few seconds Connor, what do the lines look like for the Buckeyes?
So first for Ohio State, they're going to start off with their top line, who was very productive yesterday. Left wing is going to be Tate Singleton. Center is going to be their captain, Gustav Westland. And then Travis Trelar is going to be on right wing. On defense, they're going to start junior James Maroney and Grant Gabriel for the defensive pair. And then in net for them is Czech Republic's own Jakub Dobesh.
For the Minnesota Golden Gophers, head coach Bob Motzko shuffles up the lines tonight. The top line is Matthew Nyes, Ben Myers, and Aaron Huglin. Top defensive pairing is Ryan Johnson and Brock Faber. And in net for his 12th start of the season, it's Jack LaFontaine from Mississauga, Ontario. The players are circled around the center ice faceoff dot, and we are ready to kick it off. Here's the puck drop, and it is won by the Buckeyes. Ben Myers, a rare loss at the faceoff circle, but Ohio State happens to have some exceptionally good centermen, and they win a ton of faceoffs. Puck across now. It's Nyes. Hands it over to Myers. Myers circles by the near dot, tries to center it, hops over a stick, goes to Nyes. He shoots high. Backhand ramped off an Ohio State player's stick and into the netting for the first whistle.
I think another big aspect of this game is Minnesota is 3-1 in games following a loss. So it'll be interesting to see how ramped up Coach Bob Motzko's got them to start this game and see how much offensive zone time and pressure they can put on this Ohio State defense.
Coach Motzko was furious with the effort last night after the first. He was very, very displeased with how the game turned out. Thought that the Golden Gophers should have won that one. Draw one by Ohio State. They swing up the ice the other way. Do a little keep away from Minnesota. Here's a shot on net. Saved by LaFontaine. Can't control the rebound. It goes behind the net. Picked up now by Mclaughlin. Flipped high up the boards to center ice. They poke away at it there. Mclaughlin gets checked as he had the puck and ends up turning it over. Going the other way now, it's Jake Wise, the Chicago Blackhawks prospect for Ohio State, and a whistle sounds. Offsides is the call.
Quick plays there. LaFontaine with a nice early stop, kind of get him into the groove, and we'll see what they can do here at the center ice faceoff.
Taking the ice now for Minnesota is their third line, Rhett Pitlick, Jackson Nelson, and Bryce Brodzinski. Pitlick last night had his first career multi-point game, recording 2 assists in the first frame of action yesterday evening. Ohio State has the puck in the Minnesota defensive zone. Centering attempt goes wide. Pitlick scoops it up, and he advances up ice the other way. Dangles, the left-handed shot moves, swirls around, and it's going to get stripped of it at the blue line. Here come the Buckeyes the other way. It's Quinn Preston looking towards the middle. Handed it off to Georgi Merkulov, and he can't get a shot away. Good defense there by Ben Brinkman and Mike Kester. Here's a shot from the middle of the ice. Went wide of the net. To the point now. Ohio State with a great offensive possession early, and it ends up trickling to LaFontaine, who covers it up to freeze the puck.
A couple things noticed here for both sides. A couple errant passes. There are some mishandlings of the puck on a couple passes here. So we'll see if, maybe that's just a little bit of early game jitters or whatnot, and we'll see if that can get cleared up pretty quickly here.
To take the draw for Minnesota, it's number 24, Jackson Nelson. He wins it for the Gophers, and they streak the other direction. Puck gets sent in on a far shot on net, easily tapped away by Jakub Dobish from Ostrava, Czech Republic. He was exceptional last night and has been all season. So far, his save percentage on the year is .950. Truly incredible. Down low now, centering attempt, looking for Johnny Sorensen. That was Mason Nevers, but Sorensen couldn't get the puck on net. Ohio State back the other way. Trying to dump it around Ryan Johnson was Jaden Leslie. Leslie ended up turning it over, and the Gophers look to get out of their own zone. Knees gets poke checked, stripped of it, and it's dumped in by Ohio State as they get a 4-man change off. Only man to remain on the ice is Leslie. He has it now, tries to center it off the skate of Ryan Johnson. Nothing more there for Ohio State. Back the other way, flicking it ahead. Knees trying to get in on net. Wraparound attempt, and he banked it off the back of the cage. Good look there for Knees. Ohio State slowly enters Minnesota's offensive zone. Lacombe, poke check, tried to flick it ahead to Knees. He's able to do so, and Minnesota is just off sides. A little bit of miscommunication there between Aaron Huglin and Ben Myers, and the draw will go back to neutral ice.
A tough position there as a Buckeye defender came in contact with, I believe there was Knees there, as he came offside, and there was really not much he could do as he was kind of dragged across the line a little early.
Draw at the far face-off dot, won by Minnesota. Staudacher has the puck now, his first shift of the evening. He rifles one in, rings around the far boards. Mclaughlin tried to get the puck, was unsuccessful in doing it. 3-on-2 the other way for Ohio State. Far boards now. Great defense by Jackson Lacombe to break up a pass, and the Gophers are going to get the puck back. Handled now by Tristan Brose, the true freshman, drafted by the Pittsburgh Penguins in the second round of the NHL entry draft. He drops it to Lacombe. Lacombe across. Couldn't be handled cleanly by Walker. The Gophers will have to regroup. Walker over to Kester. Rink-wide pass taken by Walker. He streaks in, and another offsides. It was Blake Mclaughlin who couldn't get his skate over the blue line, so we will have another neutral ice draw.
A little bit of over-anxiousness there from the Gophers. Want to see him settle down a little bit, but face-off dot's been pretty successful so far, and that was one of the keys.
The Gophers did hold a slight advantage yesterday in the face-off dot against the Buckeyes. They won 26 of 49 when the puck was dropped. Here's a chance for Minnesota. It's Brodzinski the other way. He looks, fires on net, and nearly a chance to put it in. Rhett Pitlick was right there, and he whiffed on it.
Nelson went sliding into the net there, too, into the goaltender.
Here's Nelson with a flick shot from the far circle. That one is patted away by the goaltender, Dobish. Gophers have it now in their defensive zone. Ben Brinkman gets checked hard into the boards, but not before leaving it. Pitlick scooped it up, and here comes Brodzinski the other way. Coach Motzko had what looked like it could have been one of the best first lines in the country, and we'll get back to that in a minute. Ohio State looked like they were going to enter the offensive zone, but a nice stick there by Blake Mclaughlin. Pardon me, Ryan Johnson prevented anything more from coming of it. But going back to what I was saying, Coach Motzko shuffling up the lines here. Normally we see a line that is centered by Sammy Walker, and it's Mclaughlin, Brodzinski on either side of him at the wings. Today, all three of them are on separate lines. So, a new look for the Golden Gophers.
Very interesting tactic.
Here comes Sorensen, tries to backhand it, ends up going off a stick of a Buckeye and into the glass. Sorensen now pinned up against the boards with the puck. Brose enters the scrum. Pardon me, that was Nevers trying to squeeze it out. Ohio State grabs it. Grant Gabriel has control, circles around as the Buckeyes get some fresh forwards onto the ice. Dumped in deep. That was Tate Singleton in front. Here's a chance. Good stick lift there by, it looked like Lacombe.
That took a funny bounce off the stanchions there and bounced right in front of LaFontaine. It's a good thing he was alert.
Matthew Knees enters the zone for Minnesota now, looking for some assistance as he's double-teamed. Finds Staudacher, one-timer from the point. Great shot block there. That was number 13, Tate Singleton, preventing the puck from getting on net. Another shot block by Singleton. What an effort, putting his body on the line. Here's a shot tipped in front of the net by Knees. Staudacher was the one who took the clapper from the point. That one did not go. And a third shot block by Singleton. Here's a chance for Minnesota. Wrist shot ripped high of the crossbar. Huglin pushes it around the boards behind the net. Ohio State looking for a chance to clear, and they do. They will be able to get a five-man change here.
In desperate need of that.
In fact, one man, Dominic Vidoli, stays out for them. He was the last man to enter, and they have it going the other way. Eric Cooley lost the puck. Blake Mclaughlin streaking the other way, gets back checked, trying to find a way around a defender, and is able to. Tristan Brose plays the puck in the far corner. Rotated around the boards, now at the near circle, looking to battle for it is Ben Brinkman. He hits the deck, and the Buckeyes come the other way. Cooley gets tapped as he sends it in. LaFontaine will play it behind the net around to Kester. Kester to Brinkman. Banks it off the boards. Minnesota circling in their defensive zone. Played to neutral. And ahead looking for Walker. That was Ryan Johnson with the pass. Went a little long. And now it's Bros behind the net. Bros fending off a defender. And the Gophers were offsides. They end up turning it over. Buckeyes come the other way. Trying to center it. And just hopping over the stick. That was Quinn Preston who had the look. 12:20 remains in the first frame of regulation here in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Score tied at 0 apiece. Shots on goal favor the Golden Gophers at 3-1. They have the puck down in the zone. Nelson gives it to Johnson at the point. Johnson cross to Faber. Faber, far circle, and a one-timer from the center of the ice. That was Brodzinski, is out of play.
Some good pressure here. In good time spent inside the offensive zone, not letting Ohio State set anything up. But even if that they do get into the offensive zone, they don't have much time to set anything up. So good job by the defense, and then keeping themselves in the offensive zone.
On the ice for Minnesota right now is Blake Mclaughlin. Mclaughlin has 3 goals and 10 assists on the season to lead Minnesota. 13 points that he has, is second in the Big Ten, 8th in the nation. Here's a wrist shot from Ohio State. It looked like it came off the stick of number 21, Joe Dunlap, the extra skater for them. He tallied a goal last night, but LaFontaine was able to glove it, freezes it, and we will have a face-off to his right.
Yeah, good stop there off a in-close deflection, potentially, or at least some sort of stick screen, and LaFontaine did a good job of sticking with it.
Looked like Gabriel and Leslie were in there trying to take LaFontaine's eyes away. They were unsuccessful as he snared that puck. Gophers win the draw. Brinkman in the defensive zone, wrapping it up the boards, and he was looking for Colin Schmidt, the extra skater there. Schmidt skated in his first game for the Golden Gophers of the season last night, transfer from Union College a few years back. He has it now, hands it off to Johnny Sorensen. Sorensen tries to deke a man, ends up getting checked up against the boards and turning the puck over. Good keep by Mike Kester. He has it at the blue line. Flips, shoots, and that one nearly crept in, but it was tipped in front of the net. I don't know that it ever actually went on goal.
I agree. I think it went just over.
Aaron Huglin now pressuring Dominic Vidoli and forcing an errant pass that's intercepted by Ben Myers. Johnson hands it over to Faber. Faber, the right-handed shot, moving up ice with speed. Little give and go back to Faber, trying to wrap around behind the net. Is able to evade a defender and ends up sending it down low. Matthew Nyes. Nyes holding on the near boards, rotating back around, trying to hand it off. He's able to do so successfully. Now up and out of the zone. It'll go all the way back for LaFontaine to play. He slows it down for Ryan Johnson, who sends it up the boards. Kept in by Ohio State. Here's a chance. To the point. They look. Waiting, shooting. Never got through. Good shot block by Minnesota. It escapes the zone, hopping over the stick of Cole McWard.
Good shot block there.
And the Buckeyes go off sides as they attempt to re-enter the Gophers zone. And so we will get yet another neutralized faceoff with 10:02 left in the first.
Seen quite a bit, a little bit of sloppy play with some of these passes. But, so far each team's pretty evenly matched at this point. 3-2, Minnesota leads in shots, even chances pretty much.
Draw one back to McWard by Ohio State. Fired around the boards deep in the Minnesota zone now. Trying to play it there was Jake Wise. Ends up handing it off to Eric Cooley. Cooley pinned up against the boards by Lacombe. Gives it to Cherameta. Cherameta from Parkland, Florida. Had it. Dangles with it. Ended up sending it back to Ryan O'Connell, who dumped it in down low, looking to keep the puck in the zone. He's unsuccessful as Tristan Bros gets it to escape. Finds Ryan Johnson. Far corner. Holding. Offensive zone possession time for Minnesota. The numbers just keep rising. Here's a chance near circle. Shot just wide of the net. A good look there for the Golden Gophers. That was Bros on the shot. Tristan Brose still looking for his first goal in the maroon and gold. He has 2 assists on the season. This is his 12th game that he's suited up for. Buckeyes have it now, and it's taken away in the offensive zone by Nelson. Nelson hits the deck. Pitlick had it in the middle, fires, and it goes wide of the net.
He was looking to pass instead of shooting that close in front of the net.
That's something Motzko has been telling his players. You got to shoot the puck if you want to score goals. LaFontaine fended a very soft wrister away, and the puck will escape. Here's Pitlick with some speed. Pitlick walks into the zone, tries to cross it, and it's just too far for Bryce Brodzinski. He was cutting back door, and it was a great look for the Golden Gophers. They're able to keep the puck in the zone momentarily, though, before it escapes. Brock Faber has it and sends it to Ryan Johnson, who misplays it. Buckeyes now have it in the Golden Gopher zone. LaFontaine as ready as a cat about to pounce. Here's a chance in front. Great play there by Faber, putting his body in the way of number 16, Quinn Preston, preventing a shot.
Good shot block there and shut down defense on a potential chance off a turnover.
7:48 remains in the first. Score still tied at 0 apiece. Shots now even at 3-3. Golden Gophers looking to break out the other direction. Long pass went wide of the Golden Gophers, played by Jakob Dobesh, and as he tried to clear it, it ended up going up and over the boards, and so we will get our first media timeout. But before we send it to commercial break, we want to talk a little bit about the Sports Hour podcast.
Yes, exactly. So for those of you who are new here to Radio K Sports, we do have a weekly podcast called The Sports Hour that comes out every Tuesday. It airs from 6 to 7 p.m. You can listen to it on RadioK.org on the website. You can listen to it anywhere else that you get podcasts, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, anywhere else. So if you can find a spot where you can get podcasts, it's going to be there.
Absolutely. And with that, we will send it to a short 30-second break. Stay tuned for the remainder of the first period between the Golden Gophers and Ohio State Buckeyes on Radio K Sports, Real Sports Radio. Welcome back. If you're just joining us, alongside Connor Mockney, I'm Jason Ruttman. Golden Gophers and Ohio State Buckeyes are tied at 0 apiece with 7.5 left in the first period of play. Buckeyes win the draw in their defensive zone. They handle it here. It's number 6, Mason Lorai from Madison, Wisconsin. He sends it up ice. Staudacher getting in the way, preventing a clean shot. Patrick Guzzo had it momentarily, and Staudacher retrieves. Pace of play has slowed down significantly since the first couple minutes of this game, but the Golden Gophers break out here. Instead of entering the offensive zone, they decide to dump it, bring on their first line of Matthew Nyes, Ben Myers, and Aaron Huglin. Long shot from Ohio State goes wide of the net. They battle for it in the near corner. Ben Brinkman in the scrum there. He chips it ahead. Myers scoops it up, and he advances with speed. Off the skate of Knees, back to Myers, and a great poke check there behind the net prevented anything more from coming of it.
Yeah, that was Westland there who did a good job. He's their captain, and he does a pretty good job defensively.
Gustav Westland, 6 foot, 175-pound senior from Stockholm, Sweden. He has 59 points in 91 career games in college. Gophers enter the zone the other way. Drop pass, and now a shot from the top of the far circle. That was Huglin with the opportunity, saved by Dobesh. Played around behind the net. Given to Walker. He hits the deck. Good check there. Looked like Cherameda. Excuse me.
It's a mouthful.
Puck now in the Minnesota defensive zone. Johnson, Faber, neutral ice, just past the stick of Bros. Bros hits the deck, ends up finding Mclaughlin, who tries to do a turnaround shot, unsuccessful. Long flipper by Johnson, never got on net. Ohio State the other way. It's a 1-on-3. Looking to kill some time and allow his teammates to change is number, it looks like Cole McWard, potentially.
I would agree.
And now it's Jake Wise. His shot, just wide. Hits off the boards behind the net. And Ohio State's able to keep it in. Handled by Cherameda. To the center of the ice, Cherameda gets poke checked from behind by Walker. And the Gophers get the puck back. They're going to be able to get a change off. Bros just dumps it into the zone. So they get some fresh legs. And now Jackson Nelson has it. Clears it up. Hits the stanchion. And it's taken by Grant Gabriel. Gabriel from Brighton, Michigan. Clears it up ice now. Tipped off the stick of number 15, Cam Thiesing. And the Gophers get it back. Down low for Staudacher. He's checked in front, and a great stick there. That was number 23, Ryan Johnson, it looked like, getting involved in the play, preventing a shot in front.
A couple bad turnovers from the Gophers inside their own defensive zone, so got to fix that up pretty quickly.
Jackson Lacombe now enters the offensive zone for Minnesota. He holds by the far circle, tries to give it to the point, and it's stripped. Here come the Buckeyes the other way. Lofting it in after a long shift there was Quinn Preston. Quinn Preston has been all around the puck in this game. He's a senior alternate captain for the Buckeyes, and he has been very successful, tallying 57 points in 105 career games. Whistle now blows as someone for Ohio State hits the deck. It looks like we are going to have the first penalty of the game, potentially.
I think so. I think it's going to be the Gophers going shorthanded. Looks like Jack Perbix is going to be going to the box.
And it is. It's a hooking call against Jack Perbix. So the Golden Gophers, who were perfect on the penalty kill last night at 3 for 3, will have to try and replicate here with 3:29 left in the first.
And that's not a good penalty to take, especially deep inside your own offensive zone. You know, when Ohio State's 200 feet away from their own offensive zone, that's just not a penalty you can take right there.
And so the Minnesota penalty kill unit will take the ice. They lose the draw. And now they chip away at it the near circle. Ben Myers winds up with the puck, and he slowly sends it down the ice. The Golden Gophers are able to chip off at the PK clock.
Nice job tying up sticks there, not letting that puck get anywhere into the middle of the ice.
Ohio State with some not excellent passing there. Find themselves tied up in their own defensive zone. Now it looks like they've recovered, and they streak through neutral ice. Entering the offensive zone, it's Merkulov. Here's a chance, and they score. A beautiful cross-ice feed. And hang on, you're right. They're going to call goalie interference and say that this goal is no good. Good eye, Connor. It was a great pass from Georgi Merkulov across the ice to Quinn Preston, who rifled it bar down and in. The referees now just announcing that the play is under review, so they're going to head to the penalty boxes and enter where they have some monitors, and they're going to take a look and see if this was interference. It looked like Mark Cherameda was in the crease and potentially interfered with the movement of Jack LaFontaine. Remember, the rule on this is the goalie has to be able to play his position to the fullest extent, and just taking a look at the replay here, it looks like Cherameda's butt ended up kind of tapping LaFontaine's helmet as he tried to cross the crease, and as a result, he wasn't able to get his body in front of that puck. I'm guessing that this call is going to stand, and game is going to remain at 0-0.
I'm going to go along the same lines. It was a pretty quick review. I think they're already coming out of the box. But there was a pretty adamant no call from the referee as soon as it happened.
The call on the ice will stand, much to the pleasure of the fans. No goal. Steve Rowlick, the head coach for Ohio State, clearly not pleased, but is not putting up much of an argument here. It was pretty obvious upon looking at the replay.
It was pretty cut and dry right there that was interference.
And so, with 1:24 left in the power play for Ohio State, they will win the draw and take it back to their defensive zone. And here they go, 5-man breakout opportunity for them here. Far boards, defended by Lacombe, and behind the net, Walker gets a stick on it. They chip away at it. It looks like Tate Singleton was in there, and they're able to keep it in. But a great stick by Mclaughlin strips Cole McWard of it, and he's able to send it all the way down to Dobesh behind the net.
Nice job by that penalty kill unit as the top kill unit comes out now.
Fired in from center ice. McWard plays it on the boards. 40 seconds left in the PK for Minnesota. Chipping away at it is Johnson. Jackson Nelson was there as well. Faber comes up with it, and clearing it again for Minnesota is one of their captains, Ben Myers.
Again, another really nice play by the penalty kill as they continue their hot streak from last night.
Jakob Dobesh handed it off. Skating it up now is Mason Lorai. Buckeyes have a clean entry into the zone. Far boards in the corner. Losing it there and taking it away are the Golden Gophers. Ben Myers has it, enters the zone, and he will end up circling around and clearing it back towards his defensive partner. And here's a chance. Shot wide, pardon me. They ended up clearing it back in order to kill a little bit more penalty clock, and as a result, the Gophers are now back at full strength. 0-0 remains the score, just over a minute left in the first frame. Tristan Brose with speed up the near boards. Tried to get it to Walker. Walker centers, and a backhander by Mclaughlin rolled on him. Another shot from the far circle is saved by Dobesh.
Nice little play there. Trying some, behind the back passes, some quick cross-ice passes that, were able to get some good shots on goal, but Dobesh stands his ground.
57.2 is what the clock says here at 3M Arena at Mariucci. Jason Ruttman, Connor Mockney on the call this evening. The Golden Gophers looking to bounce back after letting in 4 unanswered goals last night and losing to Ohio State. Draw won by the Buckeyes, scooped up by Ryan O'Connell, and now it is taken by Joe Dunlap. Rotated in, behind the net, handled by Tate Singleton. Cam Thiesing. And the Gophers are able to clear. It's Myers. Skates in, crosses it, looking for Huglin. Huglin tried to backhand it to Myers. He was unsuccessful in doing so, thanks to some nice defense there. Down low for Johnny Sorensen. Sorensen, backhander in front of the net, is picked off, but he has another opportunity here. Tried to saucer it across the ice to Myers, unsuccessful. 10 seconds left in the period. Here's a chance from the center of the ice. Shot ripped just high of the net. Sorensen was there. Sorensen, one final chance. He scores! With 4.2 left in the first, Sorensen finds a hole in the near circle and rips it past Dobesh. The Gophers take a 1-0 lead.
That was a beautiful shot, top shelf. Just absolutely beautiful snipe there. And Gophers late in the period will get some momentum heading into the intermission.
And for Johnny Sorensen, that's his second goal of the season. He had a slow start, but has found his groove now. Golden Gophers up 1-0 as the period expires, and that's how we will go into the first intermission.
Yeah, very nice way to head into the intermission with now a lead after a very good penalty kill. Very good job there as they will head into the intermission with some momentum.
That's right. Stay tuned for the first intermission report coming up in just a few minutes. Connor Mockney will break down all of the events in the first. We'll talk a little bit about the coaches of these teams, how they match up against each other, and then we'll get you ready for the second frame. So stay tuned on Radio K Sports, Real Sports Radio. Gophers lead 1-0 at the end of the first. Welcome back to Radio K Sports, Real Sports Radio. If you're just joining us, the Golden Gophers score late in the first period to make it 1-0 against the Ohio State Buckeyes in Game 2 of this series here in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Jason Ruttman alongside Connor Mockney. The goal was scored late in the period. It was credited, it was credited to Johnny Sorensen, his second of the season, assisted by Aaron Huglin, and it was really a pretty spectacular shot. He gets the puck at the near circle and ends up just kind of flicking it towards the net. It goes over the shoulder of Dobesh, the goalie for Ohio State, and in with 4.2 left on the clock.
Yeah, a really nice way to end the period. Like we talked about, it was a very tricky shot. It was one coming off the boards, so it's not like he had time to settle it down or anything like that. He just kind of got it and one-timed it in, and lucky enough, he caught Dobesh down too early.
And with that, the Golden Gophers took a lead at the end of the first last night. They were winning 3-0. They ended up giving up 4 goals without scoring any of their own in the final 2 periods combined and dropped the game by a score of 4-3. I mean, it was some spectacular coaching by Ohio State. They're headed by Steve Rollick. What are your thoughts on him, Connor?
Well, he's done a really good job with this program. He's in his 9th season with the Buckeyes. He was a Wisconsin graduate, 1990, so he knows the Big Ten. He knows the atmosphere around hockey. And he's got an overall record of 147, 116, and 34, so around 500. But he's still done a really good job. He's a 2-time Big Ten Coach of the Year, and he's led the Ohio State Buckeyes to 3 NCAA tournament appearances, including a trip to the Final Four, and they have a Big Ten title under their belt. So he's done a pretty good job turning this program around and making them into a real good contender.
And this year, they've had a great start to the season. They are 7-2 as of right now, looking to make it 8-2 at the end of this one. Now, in terms of your keys to the game that we discussed at the beginning, Connor, let's talk about them. How are they going? Is Minnesota living up to your expectations?
Well, one of the ones that we talked about was faceoffs. That was one of the big ones. Minnesota is currently tied with Ohio State in faceoffs, 7 apiece. So that's pretty good on that front. Shot blocks have been a recurring theme, especially with Ohio State and their stout defense, as they lead in shot blocks after 1 period, 7-1 over the Gophers. That's a spot maybe you'd like to see a little bit more of the Gophers putting their body on the line here to not let many shots get to LaFontaine. Even though not too many of them came onto him in that first period, he only had 3 shots to face and he saved all 3. So from the keys to the game, pretty good start. Obviously had that 1 penalty, but the penalty kill did their job and didn't allow anything on that one. So pretty good job to start.
And with that, the second period will get underway. I'll hand the play-by-play duties over to Connor. Take it away.
Thank you very much. Gophers win the opening faceoff, and it'll get shot down after an errant pass, and it'll go in on Dobesh, and he'll cover it up. Gophers now going with their offensive zone to the right of us here. And with that, the top line is out. You're going to have Ben Myers centering Knees and Huglin. So the top line out for Minnesota and the top line out for Ohio State. No changes from the first period as Ohio State wins that one. Number 2, Maroney is going to hold it. He's going to send it forward, and it's going to get dumped into the Gophers zone. Johnson's there to take it. Knees gets turned around, didn't realize the puck was there, and he's going to lose it, and the puck goes into the zone. Westland's got it for Ohio State, and it's going to be knocked forward by Myers, but kept in at the point. Rung around. Looks like there's a delayed offsides potentially, as there is, and play will stop because of a delayed offsides there on Ohio State.
So the draw will go to neutral ice 40 seconds into the first. Minnesota looked pretty confident throughout most of that first period. Defensively, they were very, very stout, giving Ohio State almost no shooting lanes, and the shots that they did get off were weak wristers that LaFontaine was able to handle easily. They're looking to do more of the same here in this one.
As they will, and with that face-off, it's going to be lost by the Gophers, but will be dumped in. And nice pass up, Sammy Walker's going to take it up the middle of the ice. He's going to pass it over to Bros. Back to Walker, and it gets right over his stick and taken by Ohio State. Number 27, Cooley is going to clear it down. No icing is going to be called as Lacombe goes back to get it. Throws it over to Staudiker near side. He's got Tristan Brose, who's going to hold on to it in his own defensive zone. He's going to skate up ice. He's going to cross over the line. It gets deflected into the corner, and Brose goes and gets it. And that play is going to be intercepted. A little scrum up along the boards. Taken back now behind the net for Ohio State. It's number 6, Lori, who's going to dump it forward. And number 16 is going to throw it out in front all alone. And could not handle the puck, so no shot off. Now he's going to shoot, and that one's going to be knocked away into the corner. Brinkman's got it, throws it to Lacombe behind the net, and he's going to settle it down. He gets a little bit of pressure, throws it back near side for Brinkman, who throws it up for Mclaughlin. A little delayed offsides as Brinkman gets it back. Now over to Lacombe. He's going to bring it forward. He's going to throw it in off the stick of Mclaughlin, who dumped it in so that forwards could get a change. And now Ohio State's got it. A little scrum in the corner again. Perbix applying some pressure. Now it's going to be thrown up near side. Brought in by Merkelov, who gets it back here. And then he tried to throw it back to the front of the net, but could not, as it was deflected by the skate of a Gopher defender. And now it's thrown down. Dobesh has got it behind his net. He's going to throw it over to a forward who's going to skate up. That's Merkelov, who has that puck deflected at center ice and regain. It's going to be Perbix with the puck. He tries to throw it across. Nevers will now dump it in. And there's going to be a slight change for the Gophers on the offensive side as the puck is now swung up to center ice and dumped forward by Ohio State. Number 26, Leslie's going to go after it and get it in the corner. There's now a little bit of a fight, a little bit of a scrum up along the boards. Far side. It's going to be taken of control by the Gophers. Number 14, Faber's going to take it. He's going to throw it forward. Missed pass, and it's going to be an icing on Minnesota as the faceoff will now come back into their own defensive zone after the errant pass there.
A lot of neutralized play to start off this second frame. The Golden Gophers are going to have to win more of those battles if they want to have clean entries into the offensive zone and get more shots on Dobesh.
Agreed. And now a faceoff to the right of LaFontaine. It's going to be one back, and the Gophers will control. Faber in the corner, spins around. Going to have to fight off 2 Buckeyes. Tries doing it, and the Buckeyes will now regain control. Take it in the corner, now up to the point. You have Gabriel is going to be there, who throws it behind the net, and rung back around as the Gopher was there to take it away. Nevers has now got it. He's going to throw it through the middle of the ice, partially deflected, but then Johnson will get the puck back and throw it in deep for a minor change. Taking the puck behind the net, and it's going to be intercepted by Staudiker there. He throws it into the zone. But again, tight defense from Ohio State, not allowing Minnesota to get anything back. Myers comes in. He's going to fight towards the net. Stuff play, and Dobesh is able to stuff him there and holds the puck for a faceoff. Nice little play there by Myers, who had 2 goals last night. So he's looking to get back in that party.
And a good job by Dobesh, realizing that Myers is cutting towards the net on an angle, so he just continues to hold that near post and sticks with it, recognizing that Myers isn't going to be able to center that puck to anyone. Really cut down the angle, and it's another save.
Face-off lost, but then in the corner, Myers is going to fight with it. Now he gets it off to Huglin, who's going to ring it back around for Myers as he fights along the boards, has the puck taken away, but now Huglin's there to give it back to him. Now behind the net, 2 Gophers behind the net. It's Myers controlling the puck, comes out, spins around, trying to get through the defense, throws it back towards the middle, and couldn't control that as Lacombe. And Ohio State now takes over possession of the puck. They're going to take it up, throw it near side to Lore, who's going to take it. He's going to throw it in, and it's going to be dumped all the way in behind the net. Staudiker gets it. He throws it forward, and this one is potentially going to go far enough for icing. No icing. They're going to say a tip. And it's going to be Lore again who takes it up. He's a draft pick of the Boston Bruins. You're going to throw it forward, fighting into the zone. Nice job there by Kester to fight away the forward. And Ohio State will regain control in their own defensive zone. That's going to be Guzzo who takes it in. He's going to hand it off to McWard, who can't control the puck as he's hounded by a couple of Gophers, but he still keeps it. And now it's taken back. Brought over the line Oh, they're going to say offsides as Bros might have gone in a little bit early there.
Good job by Minnesota forcing Ohio State to have to pass the puck to the boards, not allowing them the center of the ice, which is really dangerous, and it's where LaFontaine has struggled to face shots from all year. Now, Connor, you were talking about how Mason Laurie was drafted by the Boston Bruins. There are a few other players on this Ohio State team who have been taken in the NHL entry draft, including number 24 defenseman Ryan O'Connell. He was taken in the 7th round by Toronto back in 2017. The goaltender Jakub Dobesh was taken in 2020 by Montreal in the 5th round. And then lastly, I think we touched on it earlier, Jake Wise, the forward wearing number 28, was taken by the Chicago Blackhawks in the 3rd round of 2018.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see if these guys, after the season, see if they can make their way into the NHL at some point, at least get through the AHL and potentially see them in the big stage at some point too. Now here we're going to have, after a stoppage in play, going to have a neutral zone face-off in front of the Gophers zone. It's going to be won back by Jackson Nelson, and it looks like Johnson's going to take it behind the net. He's going to ring it around, and it comes far side to Pitlick, who's going to fight with it in the corner, and Ohio State will take over to the point. Coming in, it's going to be McWard looking for a lane to shoot. He shoots, and it's blocked. Nice job there by Nelson to block that play and not allow any good shot. As Ohio State comes back up, might have some numbers, but the play is fumbled, comes back over, and knocked to the ice is number 24 by number 24. That's Nelson there. And Ohio State will regain control as they come out in front of the net, and LaFontaine makes the save. There's Nelson, who brings it up, and it's going to be thrown into the neutral zone, but picked off by Merkulov of Ohio State, and he's going to throw it in to the defensive zone where Johnson can fight for it. As the puck's going to come back out, but controlled by the Gophers. Sloppy pass will turn it over as Dunlap gives it to Maroney, who takes it back in his defensive zone and lets his team set up.
I'm really impressed with how the Gophers are playing defensively in this game. This is an Ohio State team who came into the matchup tonight scoring 3.8 goals per game on average. Tonight, they only have 4 shots, and we're already 7 minutes into the second.
Yeah, this defense has done a really good job of stepping up and forcing this Ohio State offense to basically be held almost, I don't want to say shotless, but not have very high chance opportunities. But they do have one here as a shot is deflected. Looks like LaFontaine got a piece of it. That was Sadloka, who came in off a turnover inside the defensive zone, and he put a good shot on net there on LaFontaine, but he was able to deflect it into the netting as the faceoff will now go to the right of LaFontaine.
Gustav Westland's taking the faceoff for the Buckeyes, and he's going to lose it. Westland has had a remarkably quiet game for the man who leads the Ohio State Buckeyes in goals scored on the season with 4. We've really only called his name once or twice.
And a big hit by Staudiker, and he knocked down, I believe that was Singleton, to the ice, but he's going to get called for a penalty. And that seems kind of like I don't know about that one. That was a good clean hit.
They're going to call interference there, but I'm not sure that I saw it. It looks like Singleton had the puck, and as a result, I believe that he's allowed to play the body and check him into the boards. Is that not correct?
I believe that is correct. And that's a little bit of a confusing penalty, and that's the second time that the Gophers have committed a penalty tonight. That one, not so sure about, but back on the PK, which has already fought off their first penalty of the day, and Lacombe will take it off the draw. He'll get it to Myers, who will shovel it forward, and it's going to go into the defensive zone for a clear.
Well, the Gophers have been perfect in terms of penalty kill this series. They held the Buckeyes to no goals on 3 power plays last night, and as you talked about just a minute ago, Connor, they were unsuccessful in their first opportunity today. It was a hooking penalty on Jack Perbix with about 3.5 minutes left in the first frame.
1:23 to go on this power play. Ohio State's going to bring it up. It's going to be Cherameta who's going to fight for it, but then stripped momentarily and pushed back down the ice. Sammy Walker took that one and threw it back down. Nice job so far with now a little over a minute to go on this power play for Ohio State. They're going to take it up, Going to bring it into the zone. Singleton. He's going to dump it. Little dump and chase. Going to have a couple of Gophers there who swarm. Can't get it out. It's going to be taken by Lori at the point. He's going to look for a shot. Passes it off. Now he's going to get it back. Shot did not get through to LaFontaine and cleared out yet again by the Gophers. 40 seconds to go on this power play.
Well, the Golden Gophers penalty kill isn't necessarily the best in the nation by any means. They're sitting at about 79% right now. However, they've looked really sharp tonight. They've only allowed one shot on this power play.
Taken back here as Traylor tried fighting with it, but he can't pick it up. It's going to be rung around near side boards and whacked out. Looked like Perbix was there to knock it out, and Sorensen's going to pick it up on the penalty kill. 10 seconds left, and he's going to skate it out of the offensive zone. They're going to kill the remainder of this penalty as the Gophers will go now 2 for 2 on the penalty kill.
I love that play by Johnny Sorensen. He has an offensive zone opportunity, instead decided to circle around and just clear it back to kill off the penalty for certain.
Perbix has got it in the corner, fighting off 2 Buckeyes, trying to waste some time for his reinforcements. And there's Myers, who tried getting it, but now it's swung up. It's going to be Ohio State coming in. Number 15, Thiesing, is going to put it out in front, and that shot by Lori never got to the net, and now the Gophers come back out over the middle of the ice. Shot is going to be deflected and go into the netting. There was Huglin on the rush, and he was not able to get a shot on goals. It was deflected by an Ohio State defender into the mesh. 10:13 to go here in the second period. 1-0 Minnesota.
Speaking of Aaron Huglin, it's pretty impressive. He is a true freshman from Rosso, Minnesota, and he's playing on the first line next to Ben Myers and Matthew Nyes, who's also a freshman. It's pretty rare to see Coach Motzko have that much faith in his young guys to put 2 first years on the first line, but clearly he thinks that the line will work, and he regards Matthew Nyes especially as one of the hardest workers on the team, so he's rewarding him for that.
Yeah, and they have a pretty good senior leader in Myers who is going to center them, so a pretty good job there, the right guy for the job. As that shot by Kester was saved by Dobesh, and now it's going to be brought out into the defensive zone. It's going to be Gabrielle who takes it for Ohio State, and they bring it into the zone. Nice move around, but a beautiful stick. I believe that was by Brinkman, and now Nelson's going to bring it up. Far side boards, drop it back. And now it's going to be passed back to him in the corner as he fights with it. And Ohio State's going to take over the puck. It's going to be Merkurlov bringing it into the zone, surrounded by 4 Gophers. And he's going to end up getting his own chase. But then Brinkman will get it back, get it to Pitlick, bounce it off the boards out of the zone, fight for it neutral ice. It's going to be intercepted by Brodzinski, but that's going to be an offsides play, as I don't think they ever touched up. So it's going to be offsides on Minnesota with 9:08 to go.
Looks like it was Rhett Pitlick there who didn't recognize that the puck was in the zone and he needed to go touch the blue line before re-entering and making contact with the puck. But with that, we will have our first media timeout of the second. We'll be back in just a moment on Radio K Sports, Real Sports Radio.
Welcome back to 3M Arena at Mariucci here in Minneapolis, Minnesota. I am Connor Mockney, joined alongside Jason Ruttman, and we are here for the Minnesota Golden Gophers playing host to the Ohio State Buckeyes. They lead 1-0 here as the home team over Ohio State in the second period. And we're going to have a neutral zone face-off. Going to be won back by the Gophers. It's going to be Nelson who won that draw, brings it to Faber. Now he's going to throw it back to Johnson, who throws it up near side for Pitlick, who dumps it in. Gophers converge in the corner. Pitlick's going to fight for it. He's got possession in the corner. Now there's a little bit of a scrum with a couple Gophers and a couple Buckeyes. Taken ahead now by the Buckeyes. They get into the neutral zone. Try dumping it in, but blocked there by Johnson, who brings it ahead for Nelson, who brings it into the zone. He's got some numbers. Going to throw it to the front of the net. No one there. Pitlick's got it far side. Now puck's going to be taken away. And it's going to be Lori. He's going to throw it up ice to Mclaughlin, who's going to fight in the corner. Johnson bodies off a Buckeye to take it away. And now Brodzinski's going to bring it up into the neutral zone. He's got Pitlick with him. He's going to throw one on net wide. Now Pitlick's going to fight for it near side. Can't keep it in. Buckeyes are going to have two guys coming in the other way, bring it into the offensive zone. That's Trelar, who's going to get knocked to his knees and loses the puck. Now Lacombe in the corner. Going to scramble. My bad. Going to fight for it in the corner behind the net. Now it's going to be dug out to the point. That's going to be Lori out there, who loses control, and the puck will get out to the neutral zone. Ohio State will take it. That's going to be Singleton carrying it around in his own defensive zone. They're going to throw it forward. Ohio State gets into the zone, looking for Singleton there, who gets it in the corner now, fighting off a broken stick. He's going to hand it off. Now the puck comes out. He's going to be kept in the zone. Long shot gets to LaFontaine, but he fights it off. And now going to be thrown to the front of the net, taken away. McLaughlin's got it. He's going to try throwing it out of the zone, but kept in by Ohio State. Punched aside by LaFontaine, and Lacombe's going to shovel it out. And this might go far enough for icing. No, they're going to call icing off. Beautiful play there. Going to have a couple Gophers fighting for it in the corner. McLaughlin comes up with it. He's going to center it out to Brinkman, who can't control it. Now he's got it back. Going to throw it down low. Walker's got it. He can't take care of it. Now McLaughlin going to throw it down for Walker. It's behind the net. Can't do much there. Now the puck's going to come out just out of the reach of McLaughlin, and Ohio State's going to come out of the zone with the puck. They're going to throw it forward into the corner, a little bit of a fight. And now Minnesota's going to take it away. McLaughlin brings it up far side. He's going to dump it in, and he's going to go get his own dump. Can't center that one, so Ohio State played that one beautifully. And they take it back and will throw it into their offensive zone. Faber takes it away. Faber, spin pass to the middle of the ice. He's got Johnson, who throws it all the way up ice into the offensive zone, looking for Sorensen. Fought off beautifully by Maroney for Ohio State. And now Sorensen's going to fight to get it back. A little bit of a build-up there along the boards. And Sorensen's going to take it in the corner. He's going to fight for it, waiting for some reinforcements to come help him. Can't take it away. A couple Gophers down on the ice. And now Ohio State's going to clear it out. Johnson's going to take it at center ice. He's going to fight to bring it in. And play is stopped here.
Looks like offsides is the call. They're going to say that Johnson entered the zone just a little bit too late.
Yeah, it looks like they did, and the offsides will now bring out a neutral zone face-off for Minnesota as they bring the top line out. We're going to have Ben Myers ready to take this face-off against Mclaughlin of Ohio State. Play stopped again momentarily. Face-off is going to be won by Minnesota. Looks like Kester's going to take it in his defensive zone, skate with it a little bit. Now he passes it up. Nees is going to dump it in. He's going to look for Hughlin far side, who has a Buckeye fall to the ice. Puck put out to the front of the net. Can't take it away. And Ohio State comes up with it. They're going to wait behind the net. Looks like Vidoli is going to pass it up to Lori, his defensive partner. And it's going to be taken away after being briefly broken up there by Nees. Vidali is going to take it in front of his net. Circle around a little bit more, bounces it off the boards, intended for no one, and Nees is going to take it away. He's going to skate up with it, but then blows a tire and whiffed on the pass, but luckily he had a couple defensive partners there to help him out. Kester gets it up to Nees in the offensive zone. Going to be knifed away. Myers is going to take it far side. He's going to circle around, come up to the point. Going to try a long shot, deflected just wide of the netminder, Dobesh. Going to be taken away in the far corner. That's going to be Preston there, who's going to now throw it behind the net. And now Preston will get it back. He's going to skate up far side into the zone. Going to ring it around the net. looking for a little bit of reinforcements there, but Brinkman's there to take it away for the Gophers. Whiff pass by Brodzinski, but he finally does shovel it out, and now Ohio State takes it far side, shovel it back to the middle. Beautifully broken up there. Now behind the net, taken away. It's going to get to the point. Slap shot never gets to LaFontaine, but Ohio State retains possession, but then throws it away as Pitlick intercepts that long pass. Gets it to Brodzinski, who skates in near side, looking to the front of the net, and just out of the reach of Pitlick as he was knocked away from the goaltender, or by the goaltender, and Ohio State regains possession. We'll throw it in, missed pass will get dumped in, Faber takes it away, up to Brodzinski pretty quickly, and Minnesota's going to exit the zone. Nelson up to Pitlick. Pitlick spins, buys a little bit of time up at the point, knifed away a pass, but Faber takes it away, and he's going to skate in down low into the corner. Brock Faber going to pass out to Mclaughlin, who just does keep it in for Minnesota. Skates far side, now comes out to the corner. He's going to stop, take it away, pass it out back to Johnson, who puts it to Walker down low. Walker tried stuffing in near side, but Dobesh will take it and cover it up here with 3:15 left to go in the second period. Still 1-0 Golden Gophers.
Well, neither team has really been able to get anything going offensively here. It's just been a lot of up and down the ice, tiring the players out. But in terms of shots on goal, it's only 8-6 right now. They really haven't mustered anything.
Yeah, there really haven't been any shots since pretty much halfway through this period. And now there's another face-off taken away. Here's Walker's shot on goal. Speaking of the devil, shot on goal is saved by Dobesh right into his midsection. And another face-off will stay in the offensive zone for the Gophers, back to the right of Dobesh.
It's a good look for Walker. Finds his way towards the middle of the ice and rips one on net. Unfortunately, he couldn't get as much lift on the puck as I'm sure he wanted. It ends up going right into the crest on the jersey of Dobesh, and he was able to make an easy save.
Pass out in front from McLaughlin, intended for Walker, didn't get to him. Now Johnson fans at the point, but he keeps the puck, gets it down low to McLaughlin, who gets out in front to Walker. Shot saved by Dobesh yet again. Nice little nifty pass. It looked like Walker had an opportunity to shoot that right away off the give and go with McLaughlin, but he decided to make a couple moves and skate out towards the middle of the ice, and that gave Dobesh a little bit of time to reset, and he ended up making that save.
Not only that, McLaughlin actually delayed on the shot a little bit, did one extra stick handle that Dobesh wasn't expecting, and as a result, he went down to the butterfly, and the shot came up high on him. He did a great job deflecting it and preventing a rebound, but a great look from McLaughlin there.
One back, the faceoff is to Lacoma, puts a shot on goal, saved by Dobesh, kicked aside, and it looked like Perbix was there for a rebound, but was tied up by a Buckeye defender. Now the puck comes out behind the net. Cherameta is going to take it, going to roll it forward as Lacombe takes it away. Lacomb's going to skate it forward. He's got a couple Gophers with him. He's going to skate it to the front. Save on a shot that went through the armpit and trickled wide. And now Perbix has got it back. He's going to fight. He's got the referee tangling him up a little bit in the corner. Gets a little bit of reinforcements. So that's Sorensen with him. Now the puck's going to come out to the middle of the ice. He's going to have Vidali there. He's going to put it up into the offensive zone. Given back. Shot never gets to the front of the net as Nevers with a nice block for the Gophers. Puck gets rung back around. Cherameta was there, but unable to pick it up. Johnson for the Gophers puts it ahead far side. And he's going to get it back after a little bit of a tie-up. Going to get it to his partner Lacombe, who skates it forward. Looking for Hoagland near side. He's going to look to shoot, save, rebound out from Dobesh, but no one was there to get the rebound there for the Gophers. But Hoagland will take it, keeps it in the zone. Now he's got it to Perbix near side along the boards. 1:34 to go here in the second period. Still the same score, 1-0 Minnesota. Hoagland's going to put out in front, looking for Kester, and he got tied up there. Nice job by the Ohio State defense to knock that puck away.
It was Quinn Preston there literally laying out on the ice and preventing the pass from going backdoor.
Hoagland's got it, minute 15 left. Banks it off the boards to Knees. Knees is going to fight with it, and it's going to be rung around to Myers, and nice play by Lori, who we've called his name quite a bit today, for the Buckeyes to knock it out of the zone. A minute to go here in this second period as Ohio State will bring it forward. Going to have Thiesing fighting with it in the corner, has some reinforcements coming in to come dig the puck out. It gets to the front and knocked away by Hoagland as the puck never got in on LaFontaine. Nice kick save by the Buckeyes to keep it in. 40 seconds to go. Going to be rung around. It's going to be McWard there, who passes it off, and a nice save by LaFontaine, who covers it up, and will take a face-off now in the defensive zone.
35 seconds left in the second period of regulation here. This is where the Gophers really need to stand tall. You can't let up one of those dreaded last-second goals like Ohio State let up at the end of the first. You want to go into the second intermission with all the momentum, and having the puck in your offensive zone to start off is not what you want to do.
Not exactly. Puck gets out in front, pass back, trying to be a little too pretty as Ohio State, and the shot can't get off. And now Minnesota's going to take it. It's Lacombe near side. He's going to skate around, throws it near side to his partner Johnson, goes up to Brodzinski, 18 left. He's going to skate it up, try to get into the zone. He's going to dump it in. A little dump and chase for the end of the period. Puck picked up by McWard for Ohio State. He's going to throw it forward. Johnson intercepts, 5 seconds to go. Nelson comes in with one last opportunity. Shot is blocked, and that will end the period for the Gophers. They will lead 1-0, same score as after the first. Shots favor Minnesota 13-7 after 2. We will head to the second intermission here. We will play a little bit of Radio K DJ music for you while we wait, but we will be back in a couple minutes to recap the second period and do a little bit of a preview for the third. But after 2 periods here in Minneapolis, Minnesota, it's 1-0 Minnesota. We will be right back with you.
Will you lick the blood
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to 3M Arena at Mariucci here in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Golden Gophers lead Ohio State 1-0 after 2. And right now we're going to kick around, obviously we talked a lot of hockey here, but we're going to kick around a little bit of college football with it being a Saturday. For those of you who are Gopher fans, obviously watching that game against Iowa, Minnesota does fall short, 27-22. Not a good way to, boost your Big Ten West hopes. Now you really have to win out and hope for a little bit of help. But, obviously that game, some other scores around the league. Michigan survives in Happy Valley, 21-17. Baylor with a big upset over number 8 Oklahoma, 27-14. Mississippi State wallops Auburn in an upset there, 43-34. Ohio State beats Purdue pretty handedly, 59-31. And some other scores as well, other games to look forward to. Ole Miss is up 3-0 over Texas A&M. Wake Forest and NC State play each other in a ranked matchup. And then Notre Dame and Virginia play each other later on, so be sure to check those ones out.
And in terms of Golden Gopher sports across the school, the women's hockey team had a concurrent game as the men's do, and they just finished up against the Rochester Institute of Technology Tigers. They thumped them 10-0 last night, and they obliterated them again today. Final score of 7-1. Taylor Heisey played a big role in that one for the second straight game. Gopher volleyball is scheduled to play tomorrow. They're ranked number 8 right now. They are home against number 9 Purdue, who is 10-4 in the Big Ten this season. That'll be a really fun day at the PAV, so make sure to check that out. And then lastly, Minnesota Golden Gopher basketball survived Western Kentucky yesterday by a score of 73-69. Next up is Princeton tomorrow. They will head out to the East Coast to take on the black and orange. Now, in terms of Golden Gopher hockey so far, it's a tight matchup against Ohio State, and obviously the Gophers probably would have liked to have mounted a little bit of a larger lead heading into the third, being that Ohio State's plus-minus goal differential in the final frame of regulation is plus 15 on the season. That's right, they've scored 17 against their opponents and only given up 2. Connor, talk to us a little bit about that. Let's talk about some stats. What are you seeing?
I'm seeing a whole lot of really good defensive play from both sides. Minnesota leads 13-7 in the shot department, and they led 7-4 in the second period in shots. You're seeing a very well-played defensive game from both sides. Ohio State's been the team to not commit any penalties. They've kept that in check. And Minnesota's PK, even after some questionable penalties, keeps them in the game after going 2 for 2 in both of that situations. And now here with the start of the third, I'm going to throw it back over to Jason.
Well, the Golden Gophers won the draw, drove in right on net, and flying into the boards there was Matthew Nyes. Puck was saved by Jakob Dobish, and it's a good start to the period for Minnesota as they tally their 14th shot on goal, assuming that it counts. It has not yet been changed on the scoreboard.
Good job applying some early pressure and an early offensive zone faceoff as well.
Draw won by the Golden Gophers, kept in by Ryan Johnson. Flicked up the boards, hit a stanchion, and Ohio State recovers. They move forward, near boards, are able to clear the zone. Aaron Huglin handles it. He tries to cross it for Nyes, and it'll be scooped up by Travis Trailar. Buckeyes have it now. Far boards, blue line. They dump it in. Faber back to retrieve. Bounces it up the boards. Huglin gets pressured, tried to pass it between his legs, and he turns it over. It's Gustav Westland to the point. Back to Westland at the far circle. Here's a shot, never got through. Looks like Faber got in front of that one. Faber scoops it up here, and away we go. Golden Gophers enter the offensive zone. Faber drops to Nyes. Nyes behind the net, looking, trying to get some help. Deeks a man, still circling, finds Lacombe. Here's a chance, and he dangled in, tried to pass it, hit a stick in front, and never got to Myers, the intended target.
Tried to be a little too cute, but he might have been in a little tight. I mean, he might have been a little tight to his defense, but I think in that one you have to shoot.
And that goes back to Bob Motzko telling his players that they need to shoot the puck if they want to score goals and get wins. Ohio State has the puck in their defensive zone now. Ohio State has really come out and surprised everyone this year, starting off the season a red-hot 7-2 turnover, backhand shot in front, saved by Dobesh. Clapper from the point, never got through. Shot was off the stick of Staudacher, and it was blocked by number 27, Eric Cooley. Ohio State back the other way. They're offsides, trying to stretch his leg to avoid the call was Mark Cherameda, but his momentum carried him forward, and so with 18-17 left in the final frame of regulation, we will get a neutral zone draw.
A very nice job so far, both sides with their stick work on defense. And we've seen quite a few breakups of passes and shots based solely off of some really good stick defense.
Draw taken by Ohio State, dumped in. Quinn Preston plays it in the near corner. Pitlick tried to clear. He gets stripped of it. It's Georgi Merkulov. Merkulov in the corner. Now Preston. Preston holds behind the net, handled by Cam Thiesing. Back to Merkulov. He gets stripped of it. The Gophers will escape the zone. Rhett Pitlick dangles, tries a cross-ice pass, intercepted by Thiesing. He can't control it, though. And Kester had it momentarily, put it to Brinkman, and now to Pitlick. Pitlick got it stripped. A great defensive play by Grant Gabriel there, getting his stick in the way. Ohio State flips the puck up and over the glass. It will be a face-off.
Look to see, I think a big key here is, like we talked about, controlling the third. Defense is going to play a really big part in that, and slowing down whenever Ohio State tries to make some big breakout passes, try to slow them down as much as possible.
Ohio State came into this game with a 7-2-0 record. The Golden Gophers 6-5-0, a little bit of a slower start than they were hoping for. Remember, they are the reigning Big Ten champions. Ohio State takes the draw. They have it in their offensive zone, sent in down low by Dominic Vidoli, and Minnesota's Johnny Sorensen battles for it at the half boards. Now flicked in again, down low. Lacombe was able to slide under his defender's elbow and get the puck. Offers it up to Sorensen. Sorensen, backhand saucer, passes it down low. Trying to retrieve it was Mason Nevers. He was unsuccessful. Played around now. Patrick Guzzo, who had one of the 4 Ohio State goals last night, handles. Streaking through center ice, down the middle. Tried to give it to Joe Dunlap, who also scored last night, but it was out of his reach. So Jackson Lacombe will take possession and start the other way. Sent into the corner. Matthew Nyes with some great hustle there. Nyes is a big body, and he takes some long strides. Listed at 6'3", shot from the point. Myers with the opportunity. That one ramped off the stick of Dobesh into the air, and it was cleared by Ohio State. Golden Gophers looking to re-enter. They do. Spinorama. Myers took a shot just wide of the net. There's a stick laying on the ice that some of the players are trying to get the puck around as they battle for it by the far dot.
Very inconvenient spot for it.
Yes, it is. Stick is now wound up behind the red line as Ohio State gets the puck back. It's Cole McWard. McWard from Fenton, Missouri, not to be confused with Fenton, Michigan, the hometown of Matt Staudacher. Tristan Brose has it now. Cuts through the middle of the ice on the backhand, and it ends up just kind of softly tapping into the pads of Dobesh. Dobesh has been challenged 16 times tonight, has made saves on 15. Wraparound attempt and a shot, never got through. Good opportunity for Ohio State there after a quick entry to the offensive zone.
Might have caught the Gophers chasing a little bit there as there was no one on the far side of the ice, but a lot of guys surrounding that net for the Gophers.
Throughout this entire series, the Ohio State Buckeyes haven't been able to muster too many shots. Last night, they scored 4 times on 20 shots on goal. Tonight, they have scored 0 times on only 7 attempts on net. Up the boards now, it's Walker. Walker moving in, backhand, just wide of the net, couldn't finish it off. In the corner now, trying to pick it out there, and doing so were the Buckeyes. Skating through center ice with speed now, it's Mark Cherameda. Into the corner. Georgi Merkulov just hopped onto the ice, and he lost the puck, was stripped of it immediately. Great play by the Gophers defenseman. Now in for Nelson. Nelson behind the net to Pitlick. Pitlick, who tallied his first career multi-point game last night, had it momentarily. It jumped off of his stick and will move up ice. Staudacher loses a foot race behind the net, but Lacombe will get the puck as the Ohio State Buckeyes tried to pass it back. Lacombe enters the zone for Minnesota, gives it back to the point. Here's a chance, near circle, walking in and shooting short side. Nice save there by Dobesh. That was Jackson Nelson with the opportunity. He could not finish it off.
A couple of tired players on the ice for either side, and Ohio State will get that change.
Jumping on to the white ice now for Minnesota, it's Johnny Sorensen. He gets the puck, streaks up, tries to split through some defenders. He does. Behind the net, Golden Gophers are able to change 3 of their men. In front now, Nevers has it. Bounces around, Nevers looking for a shot. He's tied up, and a penalty is coming up against the Buckeyes. The Golden Gophers will head to the power play for the first time tonight.
Very big call. Hard work from fresh line of forwards who came on the ice. Very hard work there from Nevers, who drew the penalty. And that's exactly what you're looking for, a little bit of a spark. And now you get yourself a 2-minute power play and hopefully can extend this lead to 2.
Mason Lorai is the one who's going to take a seat in the box for Ohio State. Golden Gophers so far this season on the power play are 6 for 28, a conversion percent of about 21.5. To take the draw, it's Ben Myers. Myers wins it, and it goes back to Huglin. Now Lacombe looking. Here's a cross and a shot. Save. Golden Gophers keep it in the zone. Ohio State defender has lost a stick. A flick shot from the point off the stick of Lacombe gets saved as well. Buckeyes able to send the puck all the way down ice into the corner. LaFontaine will play it, and they will get a few fresh feet on. Lacombe moving up ice, drops it back. Now at the far blue line, Nelson had it, sent it around the boards, and now in front, Knees was there, couldn't do much with it. Knees with it, now dangles around the defenseman, potentially an opportunity, backhand, he scores! Oh, a beautiful goal by Matthew Knies, and the Golden Gophers are up 2-0.
Beautiful play there, a nice dangle, and then he came back around, forehand, backhand, beats Dobesh pretty easily there, and like one of the keys that we talked about earlier today, capitalizing on the power play, which is something they did not do last night. Their first power play attempt, they score, they're 1 for 1.
Matthew Knies tallies his 5th goal of the season. He also has 4 assists this year to go with it, and the Golden Gophers have mounted a 2-0 lead with 12.5 left in the third. The fans here at Mariucci really getting into it. About 60% full here today. And the Gophers win the draw. Walker back the other way. He gets the puck taken off of his stick, and the Buckeyes break out towards LaFontaine. Knies' goal was unassisted. Long shot there. Blocker down by LaFontaine. And it trickles back to center ice. Tristan Brose, left-handed shot, looking at the far dot, drops it off. Here's a chance. Shot soaked up by Dobesh. He saw that one all the way and gloved it.
It was a nice job by Ohio State. I know they didn't get much offensive zone time there, but they were able to get a shot on goal, a high-quality shot that made LaFontaine actually work a little bit. So, that's an important thing, especially if they're giving up a goal going down 2, to kind of get that offense, try to get a little bit of that momentum back on your side. So, solid job by them, but also even better from Minnesota's defense to stop it.
Jackson Nelson loses the draw. The Ohio State Buckeyes advance the other way. It's Treelor in down low. And the Buckeyes could not handle it as the puck bounced around. Here's Pitlick with speed up the far boards. Tries to deke a man. He gets contacted and loses the puck. Treelor trying to get around Lacombe. He's not able to do that. Lacombe, great job getting his body in the way without taking an interference call. And now the puck will go back to Tate Singleton from West Lebanon, New Hampshire. Treloar, far boards, near circle now. Pardon me, far boards, far circle now. Chipped around. Pitlick scoops it up, flicks it high in the air, out to center ice. It'll be taken in. That's Bryce Brodzinski. We haven't called his name too many times tonight. Brodzinski does lead the team in goals scored with 6. He has 10 points on the year as he's tallied 4 assists as well. Buckeyes get the puck back. It's Georgi Merkulov. Sends it across to Cole McWard. And Faber defends behind LaFontaine's net. Sorensen to center ice. Glove down by Merkulov. Preston defending. Brinkman gets the puck back. Gives it to Sorensen. Sorensen with a little bit of ice, a little bit of space. He ends up just dumping it in, going for a change, hopping on for Minnesota. Now Matthew Nyes and Ryan Johnson. Up in the air, referee signals a delayed offsides. The Gophers able to get it out, puts the arm down.
Heads up play there to not touch the puck.
Flipped in around the boards to Kamil Sedlocha. Now Huglin waits for the puck. He was unable to get it. Thought Ryan Johnson was going to be able to get a pass to him, but Johnson was outskated momentarily. Gophers the other way now. Huglin with Myers. 2-on-2. Myers skates into the zone, looking, near circle, fires, save. Nice job there. And another shot just wide of the net. Great opportunity for Myers there. 2 good looks at Dobesh.
Very nice opportunity. Just couldn't quite get that one on net.
Myers is able to get it back. Getting stick check. Decides to whirl around and send it back to the point. Lacombe trying to find a lane. Gives it to Kester. Kester holding. Wrist shot. That one never got through. Another shot block for the Buckeyes.
I like the pressure that Minnesota's mounting here on offense. They came out in this period really looking to extend their lead, and that power play goal really helped them, and now all that offensive momentum is on their side.
Golden Gophers have already tallied 8 shots on goal this period. Ohio State only 2. Streaking in now, it's Eric Cooley behind the net. Looking, sends it to the point. Trying to find a lane and shooting. Looking for a tip there. Jake Weiss had the opportunity and could not finish the play. Weiss to the near circle, an opportunity out in front for Cooley. He was unable to finish as well. Ohio State not happy with their offensive playmaking tonight, and the puck escapes their offensive zone. Blake Mclaughlin gets it, tries to center. Here's a chance for Minnesota in front, off the stick of number 17, Mark Cherameta, and it never got on net.
That was Walker there who had that attempted shot, but a good stick play yet again.
Now in for the Buckeyes, it's Joe Dunlap. They hold a shot, nearly went in, but a great play by LaFontaine kept it out. Might have actually potentially hit the cage, but LaFontaine still got his glove over there to prevent anything more. Pitlick was streaking up the ice, but a nice play by Dunlap prevented the puck from getting to him. And now knifing through the Gophers zone are the Buckeyes. The Gophers strip it from them. Dangling up ice, trying to beat his man is Brodzinski. Brodzinski checks McWard into the boards, and Pitlick can't get it. Pitlick had his stick inadvertently trip someone up, and he will head to the box. The Gophers' 3rd penalty of this matchup.
I mean, there was a potential tripping call in the Minnesota defensive zone that wasn't called, but I mean, can't let it affect you. And Minnesota will now, as you said, be on the penalty kill for the 3rd time today.
The Golden Gophers have been perfect this series in terms of killing off penalties, a perfect 5 for 5. But going back to a statistic that I found really interesting, Connor, it's the shot blocks. Ohio State, I feel like they have just been getting in all of Minnesota's shooting lanes and preventing them from getting a ton of great shots off. The ones that have gone in have been from up close, and they've been good looks. Now, last night they posted a team season high 18 shot blocks. Tonight, with 7:29 left in the 3rd, they're already at 14.
You think they'll get there?
I think potentially. I mean, Minnesota's offense definitely is not slowing down. That is most certainly not the MO of Coach Bob Motzko to just kind of hold the puck and let the clock run out.
Agreed.
So even with a 2-0 lead and less than 10 minutes left, you know for sure they're going to continue to push and test Dobesh. So if they're going to take more shots, I'm guessing Ohio State's going to get in the way of more of them. And as soon as they pull their goalie, which could potentially happen, they might even get another few shot blocks off that. So I could see them getting 19 and putting up a new team high for the season.
I would agree, and that's, like we talked about, a little testament to their head coach, really getting them ready and sound defensively, which is exactly what you're going to need when you play these Big Ten teams, because the Big Ten is loaded in hockey yet again.
And with that, play is back underway. Draw one by Ohio State in their offensive zone. To the point now, it's Gabriel. Shot, save. Gabriel is able to get it back. Now across. Taken in by Wise. Wise just atop the near circle. Cross ice pass to the center and a shot. Save off the pad of LaFontaine. A great look there for Mark Cheramita, and he couldn't get it past Jack LaFontaine.
Had the right guys in the right spot, able to clear it down.
LaFontaine, who struggled last night, giving up 4 goals on 20 shots faced, has returned to form this evening as the Gophers battle for it in neutral ice. LaFontaine, remember, is the reigning Mike Richter Award winner for the best goaltender in college hockey. And this season he's had his struggles, but seems to be in his best form tonight. Here's a shot, nice. And right on cue, saved by the flashy glove of LaFontaine.
And he had, I believe that was Quinn Preston, all up in his grill, and he just stuck his glove out and said, here it is.
Other teams really seem to be trying to get eyes in front of trying to get players to take away the eyes of LaFontaine this year, and it has proven successful. His save percentage has been below the 900 mark since, I believe, the Mercyhurst series, which was when the Gophers began play. Ohio State with 50 seconds left on their man advantage. Shot from the point, blocked by Johnny Sorensen. Ricocheted off the glass. Another one-timer, and whiffing on it partially was Gustav Westland. Shot from the point, wide of the net. Trying to clear it, Gophers could not.
Yeah, Sorensen on the whiff.
Now another opportunity for Westland. A wicked one-timer sailed high. McWard. Westland back to McWard. He thought about shooting. Now handles. Gives it back to the point. Another opportunity. Soft shot. Never got through. Staudacher was in the way of that one. A great penalty kill again by Minnesota.
2 seconds and 1. Penalty's over.
And the Golden Gophers now a perfect 6 for 6 on killing off penalties against the Buckeyes, as this shot from Westland again sails high and over the glass into the protective mesh behind the net. Jack LaFontaine skates around, taking a little bit of a breather. Stressful few moments for him as a barrage of Ohio State shots rained down, but he stayed strong, as did his team, and the Gophers maintained their 2-0 lead.
Very nice job by this Gopher penalty kill. Yet again, holding Ohio State scoreless, and a big part of that is holding away that momentum that Ohio State could have gained from yet another power play.
Maroney had the puck at the point, ended up dishing it away, and shooting it was Grant Gabriel, pardon me. His shot also hit a Gopher stick and went out of play, so we will drop the puck again. 5:12 left in the third. If you're just joining us, I'm Jason Ruttman. Connor Mockney is alongside me this evening. The Golden Gophers looking to bounce back after a tough loss last night to the Ohio State Buckeyes, where they went up 3-0 in the first period and then gave up 4 unanswered goals to drop the game. Draw one by Minnesota. They clear it out of the zone. Taking it now is Gabriel. He gets it to Maroney. Maroney from Chaska, Minnesota. He's a 5'9 junior, so one of the smaller players on the ice, but he certainly still makes a difference, a physical defenseman. Pinning Gabriel behind the net there is Jackson Nelson. Puck escapes, and it'll be kept in by the Buckeyes. fired on net and saved again by LaFontaine. This might be one of his best games of the year.
I would agree. I mean, they've only had 13 shots on goal that he's had to save, but he's looked pretty good saving all of those. He's had basically no problems. His rebound control has been very, very good. Like, I honestly couldn't remember last time he had a big rebound in this game. So he's done very, very well. And hopefully this is a sign of things to come.
Absolutely, and opportunistic opponents have taken advantage of his struggling rebound control throughout the season. So if he can get back into a groove where he collects the puck and freezes it more, that would be fantastic. Gophers now have it in their offensive zone. Nyes was stripped of it. It was taken in by Gustav Westland and dealt ahead. Moving in now is Mark Cherameta. And getting stripped of it was Dominic Vidoli. The Gophers have a 3-on-1 the other way. It's Myers looking, passing it back to Nyes. Big save. Jakob Dobish coming up in the clutch. Gophers still have it, trying to get it out front for Huglin. He can't get a stick on it, goes back to the point. Kept in by Faber. Myers down low, gets it to Lacombe at the point. Finds Bros. Bros rips one. Another shot block.
Right,
that was
cue.
Travis Traylor.
Right on cue yet again.
Neutral ice puck dumped in behind LaFontaine. Taken in by Lacombe. And ahead the Gophers go. Neutral ice, Bros. He has it stripped, but Ryan Johnson is right there to get it back. Now Mclaughlin, team leader in points. Sends it deep into the zone. Bros trying to get it. He's going to be outskated by Mason Lorai. And the Buckeyes will continue to battle for it. A penalty is not going to be coming up against the Buckeyes. It looked for sure like Tate Singleton was holding the stick of Sammy Walker, but no referee raised their arm. So
that was pretty
play will
clear cut
continue.
and dry, if you ask me.
I am shocked.
I'm very shocked by that. That was, I mean, if you want to get like technical with it and look in a dictionary or what that penalty would be, it's what happened.
Well, regardless, 5-on-5 play will continue. The draw will be to Dobesh's left. Taking it for Minnesota and losing it was Jack Perbix. Perbix tallied his first goal of the season last night against Ohio State. Started off the scoring about 2.5 minutes in. Puck now to Wise at center. And the Gophers looking to take it away, but bounced a little bit too far for Nevers. Neutral ice, skating across the middle and into a flurry of Gophers was an Ohio State forward. Now Sorensen gets it to Perbix. Perbix walks in looking for some space. He shoots just high and wide of the net. Tried to cut across and find a top corner against Dobesh. Unsuccessful there. Good look, though, for Jack Perbix.
Yeah, very nice job skating in. He had plenty of room, and he just tried going back to the side that Dobesh was at. Couldn't get it on goal.
It's kind of a skate one way, shoot the other type situation, but could not finish it off. It remains 2-0. And hang on, here's a shot, and it goes wide of the net. What an unbelievable play. Dobesh was leaving his net. Brodzinski got a loose puck at center ice, and he shot it just wide. 90 seconds remaining in the third.
And there was no one in net either, so he missed a wide open empty netter.
Dobesh getting out of his net again, and Pitlick shoots wide.
That one he actually could have defended, but Brodzinski's was actually wide open.
Dobesh working so hard to get to the bench, and his team not able to corral the puck for long enough to let him get there. Now he finally does. 6 attackers for the Buckeyes. 1:09 left in the third. Flinging it all the way down ice and on goal, just wide of the net. How many times can they do it? It'll be touched up for icing, but my goodness, Minnesota getting a little bit unlucky there. That is 3 open net shots that missed the net by about a combined 18 inches.
Yeah, somewhere around there. I mean, all of these just barely missed. I mean, that Brodzinski one's going to be staring him in his, giving him nightmares for weeks.
Absolutely. That is not going to be a fun one to look at in the film room later this week. Speaking of later this week, the Golden Gophers will take on the Penn State Nittany Lions the upcoming Friday and Saturday, the 19th and 20th. Make sure to tune in to Radio K Sports for some great coverage on that. And it looks like the Ohio State Buckeyes have elected to take a timeout here. So we'll take a quick break here on Radio K Sports and come back for the final minute of play in this great game between the Golden Gophers and Ohio State Buckeyes. And just like that, we're back. Golden Gophers hold a 2-0 lead with 62 seconds remaining in regulation. And hang on a second, it looks like the Golden Gophers have now called a timeout. Am I hearing that right, Connor?
I believe so. I think there was just a timeout called, I believe, by Ohio State. And then I want to say, as we just heard over the PA, Minnesota has now called a 30-second timeout. So I wonder if there's something that they maybe want to go over instead of what they originally called.
If nothing else, it serves as an extra breather for some tired Gopher defensemen who have been working so hard to keep the puck away from LaFontaine all night. They've tallied 12 shot blocks on the evening compared to Ohio State's 17. In terms of scoring so far in this game, in the first period, it was Johnny Sorensen with his second of the season. A shot that just crept over the shoulder of Jakob Dobesh with 4.2 left in the period. Aaron Huglin assisted on that one. And then in the third, a power play goal by Matthew Nyes. Beautiful backhander. Put the Gophers up 2-0.
Yeah, very limited scoring today, but it's been effective and needed in timely situations.
Play will resume. 1 minute left in the period. Whistle blows. It looks like a penalty is coming up, and I believe that is going to be against Minnesota.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a cross-check. It's going to be on Faber.
The fans thoroughly frustrated,
yes,
to say the least.
Yeah, a little bit of an understatement.
Understatement for sure. So Faber will head to the box, and he's one of their premier penalty killers, of course.
A very tough loss for this PK, which looks to go 4 for 4 on the day.
Los Angeles Kings prospect Faber will take a seat in the box for a cross-check. Draw one by the Gophers and cleared out of the zone by Lacombe. On net, no, just wide. Remember, Dobesh is still at the bench, so it is 6-on-4 for the remaining 40 seconds or so. Skating in now for Ohio State, it's Lorai. Lacombe battling. He gets checked into the boards by Cherameda. Down ice and wide of the net again. That was off the stick of Mclaughlin. Here's the nice thing, though. Anytime Minnesota clears the puck down ice, because they were on the penalty kill, no icing will be called, so the clock will keep running. Another opportunity down ice, blocked by Lorai. He was at neutral there. Faber cleared it. Preston tried to send one in. The Gophers strip it. Sent down ice again, and it is wide again. 6 seconds left, and that will do it. The Gophers are going to defeat the Ohio State Buckeyes by a score of 2-0. Get revenge for the brutal loss that they suffered last night, and that is it.
Yeah, very complete defensive performance from Minnesota. Jack LaFontaine looked like he came back to his normal self from what we had seen last year. And just, timely goals, some really good penalty kill, and, just a very nice way to end this series.
Looking at some of the statistics from tonight's game, the final shots were 22-13 in favor of the Golden Gophers. LaFontaine saved all 13 that he faced. Dobesh gave up 2 of those 22. In terms of face-offs, which was one of your keys to the game, Connor, the Golden Gophers were dominant, winning at the dot with 26 out of 45. In terms of power plays, Ohio State goes 0 for 4. The Golden Gophers go 1 for 1. Their goal courtesy of Matthew Nyes. And with that, the Golden Gophers will improve on the season to 7-5. They'll take on the Penn State Nittany Lions next week. The Ohio State Buckeyes drop to 7-3. So we'll see how the rankings shake up in terms of what, all the experts in men's college hockey say. For the Ohio State Buckeyes, they have next weekend off, and then will go on to play Mercyhurst November 26th and 27th. Connor, any other notes from the game?
I think we pretty much covered it all. We talked in the open about the face-off importance, had that, won that department. We won in the shot department. We were 1 for 1 on our only power play of the day, had a perfect penalty kill. And, on top of that, we really controlled the third period and had most of the time in our own offensive zone and applied most of the pressure. So, we accomplished all the keys that we set out for today, and a really solid win for the Gophers.
And with that, on behalf of Connor Mockney, I'm Jason Ruttman saying thank you for tuning in to this Radio K Sports hockey broadcast. We hope that you enjoyed. We know that you enjoyed the outcome of the game.
Yes,
and
sir.
with that, we will sign off. Have a fantastic weekend. And